Hello, welcome back to another episode. Is this episode 20? We've done 20 episodes of this mini truck build. Unreal, I don't know how we got here, but here we are. So, as you can see, Tahoe's behind me. We're at the shop, Jason's Wheel Repair, because that's where Jaime works on his stuff. If you haven't caught on yet by whatever the title of this video is, today's episode is all about the little tofu truck going to paint. Ugh. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna head over to Adrian's and go get it. It's been a long time coming. There was a few things he needed to still button up last night, or not last night, after we left last night. So he went this morning, finished off a couple little things, so you'll see that. And then we're loading up, and I'm leaving first thing in the morning. First thing, bright and early, so yeah, it's gonna be an adventure, exciting adventure. But yeah, Jaime's Tacoma back here. He drove it over here. He's been working hard on it. Now, I wish I was able to actually film what he was doing with the Tacoma, but unfortunately, because I was over with tofu, it wasn't gonna work. Like, there was no way that all the things were gonna happen. So things still got done, which is great. You guys just get to see the results. You don't get to see what happened. So I am gonna get him to show you a little bit about what he did to it, because as we talked about in last episode, Toyotas are going to SEMA together. Also, the Tacoma is going to Wekfest, so if you're going to Wekfest, this video I actually think might actually come out after Wekfest, so. Anyways, the Tacoma, let me show you some detail shots. Okay, Jaime's Tacoma. Jaime, can you tell us a little bit quickly about what you're doing and what you've done to this? We can do an actual proper breakdown video of its own, because I think the truck definitely needs that, because there's so much done to this truck that people don't even realize. But what have you been working on with it? What have you changed recently? And what was the part that we talked about last time? We mentioned the wishbone that Alex made. So do you want to give a little rundown on what it is?
So essentially everything was already done, but I wanted to do some upgrades and change some things that kind of bothered me from the beginning of the build that just didn't seem like it was finished. So I approached Alex to make me wishbone, and he went over the top and made me what we have here. I had it finished in illusion purple.
The same purple that's
same purple that I had already done, yeah. So luckily my powder coater still had some powder, so he was able to match that. And then we tied in the blue, which comes off of the pinstripe on the side of the truck. So that's where I pulled the purple from as well. Purple
here, there's blue here in the pinstripe. So, okay, and so then this, what people that don't know, what was here before?
So it was same design, but it was just tube. So it was two pieces of bent tube that went to the front center. We pulled that off, Alex jigged it, and when he cut the new piece, it was off by about an inch. So in order to make the new piece work, which was true center, I had to cut all the old tabs off and weld in new tabs to center my diff. My diff was centered, but it was centered to a crooked bar, which I never knew because it drove just fine. But anyways, with the new wishbone, I had to cut everything off and then weld new tabs in.
These are the new tabs?
Correct, yeah.
Is what he's talking about down
so all
here.
That still has to get painted and finished, but I left it like that so that I can drive it to make sure that everything else still functioned, like my pinion, I sure it had no vibration.
We like to test things to make sure before we finalize things.
Yeah, so in the next couple days, I'm gonna pull everything apart again and then paint it all. We put a new battery in, from Full Throttle. That's gonna get wired in as well. And then we got a couple other billet pieces from Hoppos. We got the Sound Specialties manifold billet cover and the 480 compressor filter bodies that are all billet.
And those are gonna go on, so those aren't on yet. So there's a few things he's still gonna do. And if you guys haven't clued in, this is obviously bags, my truck's hydros, so both adjustable suspension, but different applications, different styles. So a little bit of everything, a little bit of something on this channel for everyone to like.
Everyone.
Or hate, or whatever. Body. And like I said, we will do an actual proper breakdown video of the truck and like what's been done to it, because there is so much custom stuff done to this truck that people don't even realize, like even just little details. So yeah, I know that people were gonna ask a bunch of questions about it, but we'll get into it more, and you're gonna see more of this truck. Obviously, like I said, it's going to SEMA with us, and yeah, excited?
Yeah, panicked.
Are you stressed out?
Something. Some kind of feeling.
Okay, well, heck yeah, thank you. Okay, time to dig around and grab some parts. You remember last time we were up here getting bumpers and things, but in here, tucked away and hidden, is a bunch of stuff for my interior. So we have extra 59 Impala material. These are my armrests for my seats that are already done. These are my visors. They're already done. So like there are lots of parts that are already finished and completed. It's just a matter of doing them. This is the center of my seat, actually. So I'm probably gonna have to take this with me because I need to paint the background of this and then re-chrome the edges of it. But yeah, super exciting things. Everything's gonna start coming together real slow, so. Whoa. Okay. These are like the steepest stairs of all time. I made it down the stairs and didn't die.
Oh, God. I'm still alive.
Light? Is there enough light? This is a pre-moment of loading, excitement. The truck is on the ground. All the panels are on it. I'm really excited, you guys. Like I'm not gonna cry. Not gonna cry, but check this out. Check out the truck. All right, we're on. We'll get her strapped down.
Good.
Jaime's little Tacoma over there. They're hanging out together for the first time, actually. Yo, that's kind of cool. It's 5:30 in the morning. Loaded up. Haime came out because he's going to be going to work today. So it's just me by myself. So he felt better if he came out and checked the straps with me and everything, because Visalia is about 4 hours away. So me and little Tofu against the world today, off on an adventure on our own. So let's get to road tripping. SNK, Auto Body and Paint, Hydraulics. They do it all here. If you are anywhere in Southern California, you know what, even if you're far, SNK, man. Like, these guys are professional. They know what they're doing. It's unreal. Like, the truck obviously is off the trailer already. They're in there and they're already tearing it apart because we're pulling the body off. The frame with the engine and the hydros are coming back with me. It's a whole mission. So 4 hours here, 4 hours back, because the engine, and we got to get the drive shaft in, we got brake lines to run, we got all sorts of things. So they're going to keep the body and start getting going on it while we get other things going. And then we'll bring back the frame, marry the frame to the body, and go from there. But SNK, I'm hyped right now. I can't even believe we're at paint right now. This is unreal, absolutely unreal. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. Okay, these guys waste no time because things are already apart and they're about to lift this guy up down to here, and then eventually it's gonna go on a cart, but here they go. We're gonna try and take it all apart with the front clip on it. Oh my gosh. You're clear? There she goes. The frame, there again, the cab over here, and now back on there because we're gonna take it back to Hoppos while it does its thing over here, but we'll be back relatively soon, week and a half, I don't know, time crunch. All right, frame locked in, back to Hoppos, we're gonna go. Bye SNK. Cab, off we go, back home. 4.5 hours back now, it says, so just me and the frame. This is a wild day. You're wild! Look, I know you thought we were done here, and at one point I thought we were done here too. However, you know where we are. I drove back about 4.5, 5 hours last night, got home with the frame, which I am now aptly calling the skeleton of the truck because the body is gone. But the skeleton needs veins and muscles and all that kind of stuff. And when I say that, I mean wiring, and it needs a heart. It has a heart, but it needs some surgery. So, before we dive in over there, the frame with the engine is come back to Hoppos because the motor work is going to be done here. Our engine guy, who was wonderful and got this all mocked up and together, he is just far too busy to continue on with doing the rest of the stuff for the build. So at this point, we're going to rally the troops this past week and have found a few wonderful people that want to jump on board with the build and help us get this thing running so it can drive into SEMA. I know originally the plan was it's going to go as just a rolling chassis, and that being said, like, we're shooting for the stars and we're going to try and land on the moon and all that kind of stuff, but the engine has to get sorted. It's almost there. It has to get wired. There's a few other things. I'm missing my throttle body still, and I need to put the radiator in here, and that's been a bit of an issue with figuring out fitment. We gotta run our power steering lines, we gotta run brake lines, and all that kind of stuff. So that being said, Hoppos was kind enough to say, hey, you can bring it back here, because I don't have a shop here in California. Like, I don't have my own shop, and everybody else that's gonna jump in and help with the engine, essentially, it's so last minute that they don't have space either. So Hoppos said, you know what, bring it back. As long as everybody's cool with working out of here, we're gonna make it happen. So that's what's gonna happen. So we're unloaded, get this thing back in here to its home after it just went on an adventure, and go from there. Steve and everybody at SNK is jumping on the body of the truck so far. I'm going to be making some trips up there because I got to take the seat because it's going to get upholstery up there as well. The seat's done, but it needs to fit and finish into the cab, and it needs a headliner and carpet. So that's going to happen up there. I'm going to go back and forth as much as I can. It is about 4.5 hours away. Depending on traffic, it could be more. So it's a lot of back and forth while also trying to be part of getting this done down here. And then we also have Vegas Super Show in 2 weeks. So we all got to go to Vegas, including Steve and everyone at SNK. They're going to Vegas too for the Super Show. When this video comes out, Vegas is probably going to be going on. So if it's the big grand finale for all the lowrider Super Shows. So we'll see you there. Anyways, we're going to get this thing unloaded and dive into making this happen. And if you're out there watching, just know that my sense of delusion has gotten me this far. And if you believe in yourself too and think you can really do it, you can do it. You just have to be willing to risk it all and put everything on the line. I'm almost at the point where I'm going to be draining my bank account to zero. And I'm desperate to do anything I can to make this happen. So we're doing what we can, and that's all that needs to be said. That's all that needs to be said. I'm very grateful that there's a great group of people that believe in me as well and believe in this little truck. So I know there's probably some of you out there and you're just waiting for it to not do the things. But guess what? We called it tofu for a reason, because not everybody's gonna like it. So anyways, before I keep rambling on, that's what I wanted to tell you guys about and why it's back here at Hoppos. And yeah, let's get this thing unloaded. Hey guys, what's up? I wasn't planning on filming today at all, to be honest with you. I'm just bringing parts to Hoppos because that's where my frame's at now. So all of our wiring and stuff for my engine bay and things like that are coming to Hoppos. I gotta get it set up. Yesterday I had a very exciting day and I went to Falcon Tires because Falcon has decided to jump on with the build and provide us some badass tires. So I'm gonna be mounting those onto my show chrome wheels that you saw earlier, but I'm very, very, very excited about them. I'll show you more of them when we are doing that, but we're gonna be putting up a Falcon banner as well in our little workspace. It's very exciting. I feel so grown up and professional, but the whole reason that I decided that I'm gonna film some stuff today is because one very special part of this build showed up. So I've been going back and forth with some wonderful people at Classic Instruments, and we dialed in getting the gauges done for the truck. So why is that so special? Well, because it's a 1959 Impala dash, I have to do 59 Impala gauges. And because I'm doing 59 Impala gauges, Classic Instruments makes some beautiful gauges. The ones that came in the catalog say V8 on them, and obviously the truck is not a V8. That doesn't make any sense. So I was like, hey guys, I like these gauges, but they say V8. Is there anything you can do about that? And they're like, actually, we can custom do the gauges. It's like, no way. Unreal. So if you didn't know, Classic Instruments does custom gauges. Any fonts, any colors, any styles, they can color match. They're incredible. So without further ado, I'm gonna show you this box back here. My gauges for my truck. So here we go. Okay. Of course, there's like all the stuff that comes on top of these. Here. Extra parts and things. Ooh, ah. So these actually are the original gauges that there's supposed to look like. If you can see on there, it has a little V8. It doesn't make sense for the truck. So that's why we did them custom. Here they are. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Yo, they're beautiful. They're beautiful. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me take them into the sun. You can see them in the sun. I'm gonna see them in the sun. Go over to my little daily Toyota over here. If you didn't know, I also daily a little Toyota on 3 spokes because I believe in 3-spoking the world. Another wheel for you guys to hate. I got these out of Japan. They're super cool. They're made by Weds, if you're into Japanese wheels and want to know. But anyways, yeah, back to the gauges. That's the gauges. I'm not going to take them out of the box yet because I don't want them to get damaged. So until they actually have to go in the truck, don't want to do that. So they're absolutely incredible. I'm so excited. I can't believe they all say tofu on them. This truck is like such a dream come true, you guys. I'm not gonna get emotional, but gosh darn it, it's pretty freaking cool. It's pretty freaking cool. So anyways, back to the build. I know I told you that we were going to Wekfest, and I was going to show you more of Jaime doing stuff with his truck. I know, but we've been doing stuff with my truck. A lot of stuff I can't film because we're just sorting through parts and figuring out where to pick up on things and where to pick off and all that kind of stuff. So today, though, we are going to Wekfest. Jaime's getting gas. I have my little white Toyota back here, but he's got his Tacoma over here because it has to stay overnight at the LA Convention Center for Wekfest. So we're gonna go back in my little truck, but this man's putting in gas. I know I didn't show you all this getting finished off. We're gonna go over it in a full build video.
I have no patience. Sorry, guys.
This man he was like, I need to get it done. So while I was dealing with stuff with my truck, he was getting stuff done on this truck. He's like, I ain't got time to wait to film this. So that's fine. We're gonna do a proper build video at some point. But right now, today, we're going to Wekfest to go move in. I'll show you a little bit of that. That'll probably be the ending of this video because going into next week, we're gonna be diving into getting the engine finished and sorted, going back up, getting the paint situation sorted. Then we go to Las Vegas for the Las Vegas Lowrider Super Show. So all of us are out of town, so we can't work on any trucks. So it's a hectic week next week. So this is gonna be the ending of this video. I'm sorry this video is a little all over the map. We went and dropped the cab off for paint. We went in, we had some engine issues. We brought the frame back to Hoppos. Now we're going to Wekfest. But you know what? We're just doing all the things, right?
Yep.
So, gas, good.
Yep.
New, fresh. We'll check out more of that at the show. But let's get to rolling. I'm gonna jump in with Haime now and we're gonna go figure out how to get this thing parked inside the convention center. Look at the wing on this thing. You think it's dust?
It better be for having that wing.
All right. Moving in. Off we go.
It's the day of turning around.
That's fine. This is how it goes with these indoor shows.
Good, how you doing?
All right, Jaime is rolling into his staging spot so he can get into the convention center. So I'm just gonna follow him in. Super cool. The whole underside of it is new and fast and everything. But anyways, Jaime's parking. And by the last day of this video, I mean that it is the day of Wekfest. Otis is here. Jaime is here. We just drove the little daily. Oh, there's the man of the hour. And Jaime's truck is above us in the convention center. So we're gonna go in and have a family day and have a good time today doing Wekfest. We'll show you a few of the cars. I'm not going to show you a ton of it because we don't have a whole day and time to do a whole car show video, but we'll see a little bit of it. Anyways, oh, and if you're wondering what's going on back here, yes, I know I'm one of those people that has a stroller for my dog. I don't have a child, but Otis is blind. He's also 14 years old, and he needs a safe space to be in at the car shows, so that's our solution. So don't come at me, internet. Okay, off we go. Calm before the storm. What is that?
I have no idea.
Oh, it's fake exhaust because it's a Tesla. It's just funny, his little face looking around at all the cars. It's quiet in here right now. Where's your truck, Otis? Okay guys, while it's quiet in here, while there is no music playing in here, I just want to say, once again, thank you so much for always watching these videos. Thank you so much for tagging along, following along with my truck build, and now also following along with Jaime's truck builds. Can't wait to show you what's coming up next week. The truck should be getting some paint on it. We have motor stuff going on. There's lots of stuff going on. But for now, I'm going to leave you with some nice shots from Wekfest so you can see some of these cars here. And like, comment, tag, subscribe. Go check out everybody else that's involved with all these builds. And we'll catch you on the next episode. Keep on mini trucking. we're in this convention center with all these JDM sort of stuff, and I managed to find the only cutlass here. My bad.